What's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, September the 10th. And as y'all can see, I'm inside the house. I'm not sweating. The air conditioning is on. This thing's amazing. It turned out really good. I'm super proud of the way it turned out. My mom is very excited. She has not been in since everything's been cleaned and the appliances moved in. Really proud of the way everything turned out. She's got a huge pantry in there. Got her laundry room right here. Found a light switch in there. Yeah, that door goes out to the garage. Very nice. Man, this thing turned out so pretty. Very pretty. So, yeah, we're proud of the way it turned out. Spare bedroom. Got a little work to do in there. Not quite finished. Here is the walk-in closet and the master. They did a very good job trimming this thing out. Got the master bath. It just turned out great. I like everything they did. All the colors work. Everything looks great. Very proud of it. Like I said, Mom hasn't seen it like this. This just happened today. They came in and cleaned and hooked the air conditioner up and brought the appliances and a couple other things. So this is all fresh to us. There's still a few things to do, but we're really close to being able to just move in. And so other big news going on. A couple days ago, they were talking about a storm in the Gulf that was going to go up to Texas or Louisiana. No big deal. Yesterday evening, they started talking more about this storm moving east. And every update, it's moved a little further east. Well, now they've got the track of this thing really close to where to our area. The eastern movement that it's kept moving has it to where we're at least going to see some pretty high winds at a minimum and some storm surge. So we got to go around out here and make sure everything's secure. We don't have garage doors yet, which it's facing north. So for the most part, we should be okay with that. But again, we hadn't seen a storm in a long time around here. It's been a few years since we've seen anything even close to us. So we're long overdue, kind of preparing for the worst and hoping for the best. And like I said, today it is Tuesday evening right now. They're expecting this thing to come on shore in Louisiana tomorrow night. And it should go on overnight Wednesday night, come by us, and then Thursday we'll know what we're dealing with. So anyway, that's what we're getting ready for. Pray for our friends and our neighbors over in the Louisiana area, all the low-lying areas. I always get nervous about people that live in the low-lying areas when a storm's coming, because sometimes it's not about the wind, it's about the, or about the hurricane and the wind. It's about the storm surge or the tornadoes or things like that come with it. So y'all just take shelter if you're in the path and be smart. If you think you need to leave, then you probably need to leave. Don't try to be a hero. So anyway, that's the latest on the little house. And I can't wait to get her moved all the way in. So catch y'all later. What's going on, everybody? It is almost 6 o'clock Wednesday evening. It is we're on hurricane watch. We got all our stuff picked up the best we could. Kind of prepared, not really prepared and fully hoping for the best. The storm is about to make landfall in Louisiana. They talking like last update I saw any minute now it's about to make landfall. It's really wicked to see these clouds moving. I don't know if y'all can see that, how fast these clouds are moving. There was a tornado. I don't know if it was confirmed, but not within 5 miles from here, not less than 5 miles earlier, they claimed there was a tornado that didn't touch down that passed over. So right now you can see how calm it is. It's been calm like this all day, but we were told that around 6-7 o'clock this evening was when we were going to start seeing the first signs of this thing. So hopefully it's not too bad. What I will say, we have gotten a lot of rain, so all the ground is really saturated, and I've seen this happen before, and a storm that's not really that bad come through and really lay down some trees because of the ground being so wet. So hopefully we don't have that situation, but that's the latest right now, and we'll check back in a little bit later. Good morning, everybody, or good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. It is Thursday morning, September 12th, morning after Hurricane Francine came through. We didn't see the worst of it, obviously. Everything looks like it survived good out here with no worries, no problems. Don't see anything blown around or no trees popped off or nothing crazy. So I'd say it was, we did good. Haven't really seen much out of our neighboring states. I've seen pictures of people with water, flooded up by their houses and stuff, low-lying areas. But for the most part, I'd say we came out pretty good. I'm assuming this blew out of the dumpster out back here at Nana's. But yeah, so Hurricane Francine ended up being a Category 2 by the time it made landfall over in Louisiana, and it came across and it's still headed north. And now I think it's down to just a tropical storm or whatever now. It's downgraded, but got a chair blown out in Nana's yard. If that's the worst we got, then we're doing pretty good this morning. So anyway, about went down. Yeah, Nana's house looks like it survived it pretty good. Everything's intact around here. Just a lot of rain. We got a lot of rain off of that thing, but other than that, everything's good. So I'll check in with Chase and Mikey in the shop here in a minute. Not really sure what this weekend looks like. They talking like they wanting to go racing, and Chase was wanting to go up in the Midwest, but we tried to tell him that this storm is headed up there with all the rain. So I think we've got him talked down to just going to Hattiesburg. If Hattiesburg doesn't cancel, the weather around here is supposed to be pretty good. Obviously, it's going to be a little breezy for a minute, but overall, it's supposed to be fairly good weather. So maybe Hattiesburg can get dried out enough before Saturday. And I think he's going to run the modified. But we'll check in with him and Mikey in a minute and find out. Here we go. One other thing real quick, I wanted to brag on George and Willie. Let me get out of this wind. Step inside here. Me and Nana come over here yesterday and put some blinds up and things like that. So what I was going to say, I wanted to brag on George and Willie with MG Prestige Homes. This has been a great process. Had a couple minor hiccups here and there, but they've been really great to deal with, and they've made this easy and fun. So if you're local to South Mississippi and you're interested in having a house built, contact me. I will get you in touch with George and Willie. Y'all know George. He used to go racing with us. We called him our crew chief, and he's just a good family friend. And you know, he's this is what he does for a living. Obviously, he's building homes, and him and his partner Willie, they do a fine job. So MG Prestige, if you want to look them up, look them up. If you want to get in touch with them through me, get in touch with us, and we'll get you in line with them. So that's that, and we're about to start moving in this thing. Here we go. She got the zoomies this morning. Yep, just figured I'd give y'all an outside look at Nana's house. We getting there. I always got work clothes on, son. Every day's a work day for Daddy.
Every day.
Every day.
Every single.
Did we hit the lotto or what?
Nah. No, but I plan to go racing here soon. Yeah. At some point, whenever
you had to restock, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand. You can't keep pulling out and not putting in and think that parts are going to be there when you need them, huh? You steady dipping out of that.
Steadily tearing them up and never replacing them.
Yeah.
And then you wonder where they're at when you reach in the box.
Could be worse. This could be your car.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty cheap down.
Yeah, so George that I was just talking about, that's his car. And it got in a fender bender last time he drove it. Sponsorships. We're looking at a big one.
A huge one.
A big name, not necessarily a big sponsorship, but a big name, trying to get our foot in the door with them and let them know who we are and see if we can be of benefit to them as they can for us. So pretty exciting. So hopefully in the not so distant future we'll be name dropping who that is, and in the meantime y'all can be guessing.
Yeah, take a wild guess.
Yeah.
Long answers only.
Drury Design, baby.
Hey,
coming on board.
Putting up some money. I bought $100 in rags the other day.
Dang, thank you, Mike. We do appreciate that.
Shout out to Mike.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely not.
Big shout out. Big shout out for all the design work, dude. That's them koozies that just hit the internet there that Cecily did for us. That they're bad to the bone, and that's your design for off the mic, off the gas, on the mic with Chase Holland. That looked pretty cool.
He can halfway design logos for sure.
Yep.
I designed like you race.
Ooh.
Terrible.
Dang. That's the new car, as y'all saw back there. That's what she looks like. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it for now. What y'all, Mike? How was the hurricane in Picayune, Mississippi?
Even though a hurricane came through?
Man, it looked like the eye come right by y'all, huh? It was right there by you. It just wasn't nothing to it.
And I was sleeping.
I did the same. It started getting, if you want to call it windy, around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, but it really wasn't but about 20, 25 mile an hour winds, and no different than what it is right now. And I'm sure it got gusty a few times, but we were lucky, that it wasn't as bad as they said. So then that's how storms are, man. They warn you, get prepared. Some of them are worse than others, and you just never know. So you just got to keep preparing every time and hope that you prepared enough. So, but we dodged a bullet in South Mississippi. We did anyway. I don't know about everybody else, but we never lost power, I don't think.
I know Meatball got a little water.
Did he? I didn't know that.
See the story?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, water up to his knee.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Which I think that ain't the first time for them. They live in an area that floods. That's the Jackson family. They're in Louisiana over there somewhere. I don't remember, or is it Pearl River? Oh, he's in Laplace. So my brother Wayne, his camper was in a campground in Laplace where he's working at right now. And yeah, it's there, but he sent me a picture and it's got water under it right now. You know, I don't know how high the water got, but it did flood the campground and he's got water under it, but it don't look, right now it's not up to his camper, but that ain't saying that it didn't get in there. So I'll have to give him a call and get the lowdown on it. So anyway, all right, that's the latest. Where we racing?
Looks like the Berg if they don't end up.
If Hattiesburg don't cancel, which they've got a few days to dry out.
I think we're gonna run both cars.
Oh, really? Okay.
We're gonna attempt.
Okay.
We need
Well,
to.
the Crate Lake model's got some work ahead of it looks like, but that ain't nothing for you guys. So, anywho, y'all could get George ready. Nah. Boy, it got silent. All right. We'll check y'all later.
All right, so Mike's going to get us lunch right now. Got some hubs over there. Got a front end that we're fixing to stick together here. Some awesome merchandise done up by none other than Soigné West with bulletproof tees. If you're in the market for any kind of merchandising, hit Scott up. But now we are going to install some DRP bearing spacers to our modified. Why we haven't been running them is beyond me. I mean, we've got it pretty free. We've run the grease, but we put some on the late model, and I'll tell you, it's made a believer out of me. So let me get y'all over here, and I'll show you if I can what kind of difference it's made. Got a pig trail coming through here, but yeah, I'll show you all the finished product on the modified. But George has got a hub seal leaking right here, so not good. Got a lot to do to his car in order to get it ready, but it sounded like he's not racing again until the Fall Classic, which is in October, so plenty of time with him. But yeah, we're going to jump on that. I went ahead and got the jig. I did this for the late model as well, and it made it so much easier. I'll show y'all, how to use it and stuff. But you stick this on here, dry with your hub on here, and then you take your Miss Jamie, don't get on to me. I don't know what this is called. Anyways, your height gauge is what I'll go with. Stick that on there with your hub. You hold down on the hub to give it like to simulate it being tight, and then you zero this. Then you stick your spacer on, and you shorten or lengthen this until you're zeroed out again, and then that's where it should be at. Put very minimal grease in these, and then it'll be free spinning. All right, so this is how you do it. Stick that on there. So as you can see, this is all we got. We got our bearing on the jig, and we set our hub on that. Take our outer bearing, stick inside of there, and then you're gonna take your height gauge, get it on there. You're gonna push down on the top. You're gonna zero that. You're gonna make sure that everything's where it's supposed to be. And that's going to be considered tight. So now that's set. You're going to remove your height gauge. Take this off. And then now we're going to take our spacer. Unbox this rig. And you're gonna adjust it. So I'm gonna go right there and just see where that puts us at. Kind of looks kind of high actually. May back it down. And then you're gonna sit your hub back on here. And this is where I guess the time consuming part is. You're gonna sit and just keep sticking this on. See, so I need to, let's think about this. I need to shorten my bearing spacer.
What are you doing?
Setting some bearing spacers. What are you doing? Oh, shut the camera down, huh?
Yeah, shut it down.
All right, so anyways, you're just gonna keep doing this right here until you've got it set correctly. I think I'm going the wrong way, but we'll come back shortly when it's correct.
Sounds good.
5 minutes. That's all it takes.
Hands work fast, tools ignite. Grip the wheel, hold on tight. Cruise a buzz, time to green. Get me back out to compete. Time stands still, engines roar.
All right, so I don't know if this is how you're supposed to fix one of these, but that's how I've done it. I've torn the whole thing off, and here it is. And what I did to fix it was I straightened it as best as I could, obviously, and then I took and bent some. I cut 2 inches and then bent it at 1 inch, and then sandwiched it across there so that I've got some fresh meat. And I'm going to install that back, and then this is not my strong suit, so hopefully whenever we fire it up, it doesn't the engine doesn't fire backwards, you know. But if it does, then maybe we'll find some more horses, so not complaining. But anyways, that's the latest on that. Mikey's ready to hurt me because I buy all different name brand quick change gears, so whenever it's time for him to get figure out which one's which, he's got to go to a different chart every time. Mike, did you get it figured out, buddy?
Yeah, I'm having a bad day, dude.
A bad day, huh?
Yeah, bad day. I'm
Well-
show them too much.
Oh, I'm showing them everything.
Show 'em too
They
much.
can see it all. So
It's
shout out to Hypercove.
condescending
everything.
out here, very bad.
Yeah, condensing. And then we got that shock and spring split deal, and actually running a coil over in the back and the shock in the front. So
Shock in front and behind.
yep, them UMP Tech men, come get us, please.
We ain't scared of you.
Yeah, we ain't scared,
Or your dog.
huh? So Mikey's definitely not afraid of them. He'll run smooth over their vehicles, their personal vehicles. But here's the wrap. Some aren't fans of it, others are. I'm in the middle. I'm a huge fan of what we had, but I do like the look of this thing. I think it looks really, really good. Mikey did it again, knocked it out the park. The MB UMP stuff, we copied the body, and it looks great. MB's got it going on as far as the UMP stuff goes, so
Hey,
looks good.
hey, take them in there and go tell me what a 2234 is.
A who?
A 2234. Yeah.
A PIM?
Yeah.
I guarantee it's 635, buddy.
Oh my God.
All right, we'll catch back up with y'all later. All right, so I got Mike to climb in the seat, and we got it all put back in there. As you can see, we turned all our switches and stuff on, and it works. And now we just got to put everything back together. I tore the roof off of it, cell panels and everything, to get to it. So we got to put that panel back on, and then we can stick our roof back on and proceed with everything. But as for now, we are fixing to load the modified up. So, you ready? Never mind. Stupid question I asked. Boring. Ready? All right, what's going on, everybody? Today is Friday, and I walked around this thing. I was all over the shop yesterday videoing. This car didn't have a body, had half the deck on it. I took the roof off of it. We tore the cockpit out of it, the right side of the cockpit out of it to fix that. And Mikey stayed the night here and obviously put in some work. So, yeah, what's left is to put the nose on it. We've got to pull our radiator out and flush it. And then we've got to look at what we have that's not bent for the front end that we can put on here. And I think that's going to be about it. We just got to do that. We've got a bunch of little stuff to do now. But shout out to Mike for making all that happen pretty much overnight. So, anyways, the other thing is my Nana's house is finished, so to speak, but it hasn't had final inspection, and everybody around here is about to go crazy. And I don't think racing can fix it. It's not something that we need to get away and go racing. I think that'd make it worse, but we are gonna go racing. But we'll be glad when she's moved in. It's been building a house. I guess that's what it is whenever you build a house. But yeah, that's the latest. So with that being said, I have to go out here and pressure wash her garage, so that's one less thing that they have to do, and then we can come back to working on race cars. We gotta cycle first.
No, you don't. What's wrong with these? It's easy-
Welcome back,
it's easy to
everybody.
see after you see.
Welcome back to CHR.
All right, what's going on, everybody? So today is Saturday. As you can see, we still don't have the nose back on the late model. And we made the decision yesterday, or I made the decision yesterday to take another weekend off. It's not really what I want to do. I ultimately always want to race as much as possible. However, this weekend just kind of wasn't feasible. If we went and raced a crate late model this weekend, one, we'd be putting a nose on that was kind of patched and hodgepodge together, because we don't have our parts back from MB yet, which is nobody's fault. We just haven't gotten our parts. So like I said, that'd be half cocked on the front end of this thing, and then just a couple other small things along with our tire situation on the crate late model. If we went and raced this weekend, then we need tires for next weekend. So, and again, if we wreck the crate late model, we're supposed to be racing with Mr. Jason and Talon and all of those guys next weekend at Sabine. So it kind of puts a dampener on everything. So we just decided to hold off on this, and then the modified, we're taking a UMP car. Plus one right front, got all the UMP stuff on it, and we're putting American Racer tires on it. It can be done. We've won races like that in the past. However, it's not as good as straight up USRA rules versus straight up UMP rules. So, and we run the risk of tearing stuff up with it. And again, I don't have all the American Racer stuff that I would need, so I would have to buy tires at the racetrack. So, the kind of cost to the ratio of it just didn't really make sense. So, but the bad part of it is now our content for YouTube. So, we're gonna try to video some stuff this weekend, but that ultimately made our decisions right there. We'd have to spend kind of a not a bunch of money, but we'd have to spend money that we typically wouldn't to go and race this weekend, to race for weekly pay, which is not, again, I'm not bashing tracks or anything like that. We got to do what's best for CHR. So, and it makes sense to go racing this weekend. So, with that being said, we're going to work on George's car. I don't know if Mikey or anybody showed y'all this, but George is pretty wadded up. So we've got to fix all of this, and then we've got to do some body work as well as some other things to this car. So we've got plenty to do. We'll video this and try to get some content out of it. And then the late model, I'll do my shock work. We'll pull the radiator out. We'll do everything that we were going to do to go race, but we won't race until next weekend. So the other thing, my Nana just got to go ahead to move into her house. So we need to move her in as quickly as possible so that that's stress relieving and everything else. So basically we got to get our life together at home before we can go back racing. Now, we talked yesterday, and after this weekend, we plan to race for like the next 8 weeks straight. So, yeah, we just, like I said, gotta make sense. So, I hate it, but we'll be back next weekend.